Hey, hello everybody, and welcome back to game two. It's Trent
10
and lizZard.
seconds
It's Secret
remaining.
Enigma. That was a very exciting game one.
5
Pretty
seconds
back and forth,
remaining.
a little bit
hmm
there, but Enigma not able to close it out on
Dire
this one.
team
And so
ban.
now, ladies and gentlemen, we will see what the plan is for mixing up the first picks here. We'll get like the IO again, perhaps,
Yeah,
or
Team
was
C
the counter good enough?
they allowed the IO to go through in that first game, and I don't know if I could say that they countered him with their picks, but the itemization from the heroes definitely made it work. The
Team
refresher
Secret's
Aghanim's
turn
Luna,
to
man.
ban.
Yeah.
There you go. It's banned out.
That is surprising to see the Luna ban because most teams
Mhm.
ban the Venge instead. And
Yeah.
it feels like we don't see the Luna that often without the hero. So Nigma just putting a stop to that one. It is a really cool like semi carry way of playing the Luna with that
Mhm.
Helmet Dominator though.
Dire
Helm of
team
Dominator is
ban.
great, but I just did not expect the
Team
Aghanim's
Secret's
refresher.
turn to
That was so
ban.
cool. I love
Dire
Nigma.
team
They are
ban.
sticking to their guns. The Kunkka ban out, and Team Secret eliminate the Wisp. You could really see some moments in that game in which Nigma could have definitely taken it, right? You
Yeah,
have the Wisp Gyro, he got a lot of farm. At one point they had Aegis Cheese. And I would argue, remember then they died on the stairs around that dire cliff ward? If they didn't, if they still held on to their
10
cheese and
seconds
Aegis, it
remaining.
could have been different.
yeah.
So,
Team
It does leave
Secret's
their
turn
Phoenix
to
though
pick.
that they did for what
mhm.
4 games straight. So they will happily take it now as some of the bans have been shifted around here.
Yeah, what did they open up with? Like usually it's Phoenix, Batrider, Wind Ranger, right? That's their trio that they open up with when they have
Yeah,
the Phoenix. Batrider banned out. Wind Ranger is still in the pool. That's still something they can play. It was usually Kuro, by
10
the way, that
seconds
plays it
remaining.
in this combo. It isn't even a Weeha, but it's flexible for them.
5
yeah. I've
seconds
seen Weehaw
remaining.
play the Phoenix one game
Team
this
Is
Secret's
tournament. That
this
was
turn
pretty
to
funny.
Weaver?
pick.
Yeah, Weaver.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is so Puck is what they usually go for, but some things that people don't talk about a lot when you're playing versus Phoenix is just being mobile enough to get near that egg, right? If he
Yeah.
uses that egg, you have Sakuchi, then you have Void Spirit just zipping in. It becomes a little bit easy to kill it, especially with something like Gemnet attack.
10
And
seconds
I mean,
remaining.
in the laning stage too, it's a pretty good matchup, right?
Yep.
Low armor hero.
hmm
5
You don't really have any
seconds
stuns to try
remaining.
and control the Weaver, and you know it's going to be a support almost certainly from Secret too. So there's a very real chance of that matchup happening.
Yeah, it's not that easy to play versus a Void Spirit as well. He has multiple spells that he can outplay you with.
Dire
The
team ban.
dive can be cancelled with
Wind
that
Ranger
remnant
at your
too, so
service.
it can be hard. And they open up again. It's like you see them open up with this so many times.
Yeah.
Team
They like to
Secret's
sneak the
turn
bad
to
in if they
ban.
can, but
hmm
the 5 Wind Ranger. It's I always want to doubt it because I think like, oh, 5 Wind Ranger. That's like one of those heroes you really don't want in your team, but they do
hmm
manage to make it work. Curl's really good at making rotations in the early game, getting the shackles off the creep wave too. Just kind of a necessity.
So this is my question now. They kind of made it work as well because
10
everyone, when they
seconds
see Wind
remaining.
Ranger or Nigma, you expect we to be playing it. And then
5
you
Yeah.
get
seconds
Meepod or
remaining.
something like that. But now Team Secret is well aware that they could play that Wind Ranger on 5 as well. Maybe they will not be as surprised when they see that it's actually a position 5.
Yeah, it's true. It's interesting how, despite picking this Phoenix all the time, they don't go for like the off lane combos like how Liquid do,
hmm
right? Like when Liquid first picked this Phoenix, I'm always looking for like the Axe or the
Mars, right?
Mars. Like they
Something
seem
like that, yeah.
so concerned about covering the egg, as well as just having like a lot of damage over time or like spammable spells in the laning
Mhm.
stage. Whereas Nigma, they just like they don't even seem like they think about the hero like that at all.
There's something in the pro scene that happens when a combo is played way too many times. If, like this Phoenix Mars combo, let's say it's very strong, but it's not utterly broken because you can still
Team
disengage,
Secret's
right? If you
turn to
Yeah,
if
pick.
you have the right heroes, you can disengage. And Weaver and Void Spirit are already pretty good. With Void Spirit, you can jump out of the arena with many spells, and Weaver himself is a bit difficult to catch. So, but we'll see. Mars is still solid. You would have a good way of pinning down the Weaver if you go for it. So we'll see. It's possible. Bounty though, ban. They played it on position 1
10
a couple
seconds
of times.
remaining.
yeah, with Miracle playing it, that is a
Yep.
nice one
5
because they
seconds
try and use
remaining.
like the heavy aggression in the early game from like the Wind Ranger
Dire
setting up
team
kills and
pick.
stuff, and
hmm
they take
Queen
the
of
queen. So there was
Pain.
the Ember and the Coddle were also still left in.
Hmm.
here too in terms of another one of our little combo picks. There's also still the Oracle +1 for some potential shenanigans as well here. But Secret just
Yeah.
leaving their lanes very open at this point in the draft.
Uh, yeah, like Secret can do anything pretty much with these heroes.
10
Most likely
seconds
Void Spirit
remaining.
will be that position for. Most likely Weaver will be Puppy, but who
5
knows? They can do
seconds
anything. And Queen
remaining.
of Pain as well. Most of the time right now is played on the offlane. You go for those Necro ones into the mech, but it's still just as good in the mid lane if it's the right matchup. So maybe we'll see her there.
I don't know if we found a good answer to this Weaver yet either.
Yeah, yeah.
Feels,
He's
it feels like it'd be kind of a good Spirit Breaker game, but they already have both supports, and I don't know. I saw some team trying him out lately, and he looked all right, but
I've seen some teams go for the Nyx Assassin as well, which is pretty sick. You can always
yeah,
kind of catch him with that Carapace, and the amount of lockdown that you bring to the game is good enough to kill him, but it's hard to justify uh, countering a position 5, right?
yeah,
That's
exactly.
also a problem, especially if it's a Weaver. If it's a
Team
Phoenix, all right,
Secret's
you want
turn to
something
pick.
versus the egg, but it's
That's
a,
a good
it's a
pick.
it's a damn Weaver, man. You don't, you know?
What happened to this hero?
Yeah,
This guy was like first phase banned for 2 weeks,
yeah, yeah.
and it was
Actually,
him versus Nature's Prophet every single game, or
or
the
Ember,
Queen of
right?
Pain, right?
Yeah, and Ember mid, Dragonite versus Ember mid, and Dragonite versus Nature's Prophet, or
Yeah.
both of them are banned
10
out.
seconds
That's
remaining.
the
People,
perfect pick. All I can think is like they just need another stun, right? You have Weaver, Void Spirit,
Dire
Queen of Pain.
team
Like for the
pick.
love of God, you need to make it so that you can get a Shackle off, and you can't
Mhm.
rely on Shackle versus these three heroes, right?
It's such a good laner versus the Queen of Pain. It's pretty good versus Weaver as well. Bloodseeker though, all right, Secret snatching that one away. It's good versus Phoenix. That Rupture can make it a bit hard for him to get out, but versus Wind Ranger too, right? You can just Rupture her. She
10
can't really
seconds
move. You
remaining.
have the Blood right as well to work with. No big setups for him
5
though.
seconds
You don't have
remaining.
your sleep into Blood right or something like that. But
Yeah, they have like the single target stuff from the
mhm.
Void Spirit, like Yules into Eighth or whatever, and then you can guarantee a silence. But you're right, there's nothing that really guarantees it.
They don't have any stuns on Secret now. That's something that your Aether Remnant is pretty much it, right? They're
Yep.
severely lacking stuns. They need to address that with their last pick.
Yeah, or
Um,
else you might get a big miracle hero here,
yeah.
some AM or something. I kind of feel like that's what's going to happen. But there is the Bloodseeker, so that's kind of what they're already prepping for, right? Is like fast gameplay style.
It would be a sick Miracle AM game. They played it recently too, like in one of the latest series, and they won with it. It could be good. Um, Another hero that's also really good for Nigma right now is Meepo. You don't really care about any of these heroes in Team Secret. It would be pretty solid.
Team
Dragonite could still
Secret's
go for some
turn to ban.
utility. They go for that Prophet instead first. Hmm.
That's interesting.
It's still very open, right? There's that Prophet. You can't say for sure that she's going mid, so you
Yeah, I
could
guess I was
still.
assuming the DK was going to be a 1 or a 2, but that could easily be the MC DK or the MC Death Prophet as well.
Mhm.
And then, of course, we could still have the Weehaw Wind Rage. If they wanted to like go
10
back for an Oracle
seconds
or something, they
remaining.
could still do that even.
Yep, yep, yeah. One thing for Team Secret though
5
is they still
seconds
do have the
remaining.
overall last pick. So because of that, maybe they'll think about leaving all these cheese heroes in, like
That's true.
your Brood Mothers, your Meepos, whatever. You can kind of leave them in Visage even, and then counterplay with the last pick. Well, Nigma, they might be the one that are a bit scared too, because this is also a good Meepo game for Team Secret when you think about it.
It's all about the
Yeah,
Meepo these days.
I believe Team Secret did lose to Nigma with Meepo in that last series. I'm not sure if it was Secret or Liquid, but Nigma did play Wii Meepo. He went like 18-1. And Nisha did play it as well recently, so you kind of have to think about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised like every team doesn't have a Meepo by now.
Hmm. It's not that difficult even to learn how to play
Yeah,
him.
okay,
Yeah.
big Meepo Spirit. It's not that hard, all right? You just need to yeah, I don't know.
You just need to
I think
Red
people
spam
do
team
think it's
ban.
harder than it really is, but damn, dude, it's still hard. All
a,
right.
cou- a couple of hundred games and you're set. What's that? What's that in a life of pro player? That's a week
Yeah, it's
of
nothing.
playing. Yeah, yeah.
Just need some bounties from the management. You know, they can make their own compendium. Be like, look, if you play 100 games of Meepo, we'll give you 20 battle pass levels. That would
10
get them
seconds
going. I feel like.
remaining.
Yeah.
Gotta bait your players.
Force them to practice
5
new heroes
seconds
like that.
remaining.
That's actually a next level play right there.
Yeah. I'm figuring it out one piece at a time here.
What's Nigma gonna ban?
I would
Ember
love some
Spirit.
AoE stun. Would feel really
Mm.
nice for Nigma right now. I don't know if that's feasible with the heroes they have left. Or like the roles they have left, rather.
Yeah, Pango is still in the pool. That's
Yeah, I
something
was
that
wondering that too.
that's something that Team Secret could go for because they also have. Well, it's not really a big of a deal, but they did pick a Bloodseeker, which kind of counters the Pango, so
Dire team pick.
they could pick that as well. And they had a very similar draft, but versus a team that's not really as strong as Nigma, and they just outplayed them in the laning stage, and that's how they won the game overall. Let's see, LC
Legion's
banned.
interesting. I guess mostly a laning stage ban.
Yeah, very interesting. But they don't have that lockdown, right? That we talked about, so they ban
10
it out.
seconds remaining.
But yeah, what are they thinking about here?
5
Like
seconds
someone would
remaining.
say a life stealer or something like that, but it's not really
Team
that great for
Secret's
them.
turn to pick.
They go for the Ursa. Oh, okay.
Not a stun, but with the stuns they have, try and actually kill someone during it. So far, there's still no save on the side of Secret either, unless Weaver gets to like an Agatims, which you don't necessarily expect from Puppey. Yeah, they're just looking for a pretty fast-paced game from Nigma. Good tower damage between the DK and the Death Prophet. They can obviously roast
10
really easily with the Ursa.
remaining.
I like this draft a lot because that same Ursa, you're
5
saying
seconds remaining.
fast-paced tempo, right? They are oriented at mid game, but then again, Ursa with the Battle Fury build,
Yeah.
he can scale easily. He can become really strong.
Well, first thing, Morphling's banned, so we don't go right there. All right, move on to Nisha's other weird heroes. Not really a great Arc Warden game. There's an Ursa, a DP, so we don't have to worry about that hero.
Funka banned out as well.
Yeah.
Also not something that you can go for.
The Vipers in this time. Ursa DK.
Yeah, not really that great. Let's see.
Whoa!
Select your
Who
heroes.
is this hero? All right, what's this Weaver? Is the Weaver still support? Or is the Weaver and the Queen support now?
Let's see.
That's probably what well, Yaps are placed so much to the Void Spirit, but
I guess the Queen is still offlane, right?
yeah.
If you're picking the draw, yeah. So Zai is going to be the Queen of Pain offlane. Puppey is the Weaver. Okay, this draft, I would favor Nigma a little bit. I really like it. They're fast paced. They can get on top of Nisha, but Draw Ranger is pretty solid right now. The last thing that I have seen play it was OG, and they ran it mid. It was pretty good. It worked out really well for them. But they had the Vengeful Spirit. They had some other. Holy moly, man!
Oh, holy moly! Yeah, Drow is an interesting one. The Gust is surprisingly obnoxious, I'm sure, for like an Ursa too, because you don't really want to commit to the BKB necessarily that early either.
Tell me, can you actually hear Parker in this holy moly?
No, I didn't know it was Parker. I said that earlier because I didn't know who it was, and I asked, and Cyborg Matt tweeted at me telling me that it was.
I would never
God.
guess. I would literally.
No, I thought it was like a
guess,
stock noise. I thought they just like got some like free noise or someone at Valve did it or something. But like I can kind of hear it though when I listen for Parker. Just be like, oh, okay, I could see how that could have been Parker. Like in the middle
Really?
of some crazy fight.
Holy moly! Holy
moly! Thank you. Who was it? Who was it this time? Thank you, Matu. Thank you, Zai. Damn, it's so hard for me. Like, no way. I could never guess it's Parker. Like,
Maybe
never.
it was one of the Muppets of Parker. You know, maybe that's what it was.
That's a good one.
Holy
yeah.
moly!
Could have been. Could have been.
It's too good. I love it so much. I didn't know how much I loved it until today. I haven't had anyone spamming this in my cast, and now suddenly
What level
it's so
do you
good.
need for it?
I don't know. Maybe that's what's happening. Maybe it was the bundle has unlocked it for everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much to everyone. This is the greatest
Secret
day of
is
Dota.
they're just not giving up on this.
Prepare for battle.
Okay, so we will see the Drow Ranger mid lane. Puppey rushing down mid with that Observer Ward to ward up for him. Matu right now kind of undecided. He's rolling top with the Queen of Pain, with Yapzor. Usually what you can see that the same thing is happening from Nigma. So you just want to set up your lanes well, and because of that you move as 5 instantly. Maybe get a pick off or 2 for someone to TP, and setting up lanes is much easier then.
Yeah, there's a couple teams that are just like Unique, for example, every single game. They always 5-man smoke. And to the point where teams are all 5-man waiting for them at this point.
I noticed that from them as well. There's no grand scheme behind their movements as well. It's just, let's get the first blood. Why
30
not?
seconds to battle.
This is also known as the Slacks play. If anyone has ever played with Slacks, this is how he determines if his team will listen to him. He just screams at them to see if they'll come bond for first blood. He calls it his little mental check of who's going to be a good player or not. Which really I can't stand because it's never a good idea, and then he just assumes anyone who doesn't do it is an idiot.
Man, I actually watched him. I watched him do that to his team last night when I was casting his games.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It was the worst thing ever because he was an Abaddon and he can actually rush in. Everyone else on his team is just so squishy and he would be the one surviving. Everyone else dies around him. He's probably
of course, then
flaming
it's
them
everyone
afterwards.
else's fault.
Yeah.
That's typical. Sounds about right. Well, YapzOr checks mid. It's we are. Hey, dude. Take that creep with me.
Yeah, actually, that's a small mistake. He needs to. What's he gonna do? Okay, there's nothing way too crazy about this play. Just moving creep back. I was like, is he gonna move that creep somewhere?
Is it the next level play? Yeah.
Connect it to the next wave. Make the equilibrium crazy bad for that prophet.
It's kind of impressive though that we will even think about that as oh yeah, okay. We just assume he's always got some grand scheme in his mind. Well, lane matchups, where's my Ursa? He's on the run. So they're trying to get the matchups that they want right now. They, of course, want DK versus Queen of Pain. This is why you pick the hero for the most part.
Yeah,
so
you
Ursa
definitely,
has to make his way.
You definitely also don't want the Ursa versus Queen of Pain. It's just not that great for him. A lot of slows. You can never really kill him. There's a Blink Dagger to work with, so he switches things up.
I'm always surprised at how little
Look at
Corsina
Puppy
miss
top.
out.
He's diving the tier 2. He's just lost all of his HP. Miracle.
Can
Miracle?
you imagine?
Miracle?
Yeah.
His ward.
Yeah, just that little line of vision helping. Of course, it's also only 75 damage level 1. No real concerns there from the shock.
Yeah, what do you think? Will they switch up? Because this is not a great lane for Matumba Man as well. Playing into an Ursa can be difficult.
Oh, GH is chasing down Puppy too, forces the TV. He's going to stay. He's going to make sure. It's not like he thinks he's going to kill him. He just wants to be I need to ensure that you actually leave right now. Because I've seen Puppy cancel that several times and just go back to the wave after that exact thing happens.
Yeah, uses the salve, goes back and kills a courier, and then you're like, okay, god damn it.
Yeah, I hate this guy, pretty much. Kuro down bottom, they missed the Aether. Oh, what?
Oh, what happened there?
All right, I'd be mad too. What?
It didn't
I hate that angle on the stairs.
Yeah, it didn't really look like it's gonna connect. That was unfortunate for Kuro.
I mean, he was probably dead anyway, let's be real. But still.
Yeah. They need to have good lanes on the side of Secret. If these lanes go poorly for them, there's a big chance Nigma just swarms them in the mid game. You have these heroes that are... when you look at Nigma, you don't even need a lot of gold coming off of the laning stage, right? You have your Dragonite, he's gonna be tanky with a Bracer or two, that Prophet as well, Ursa, Phoenix, all these heroes do so much with nothing.
They have big spells.
Yep.
Secret don't really have I mean, they have some big spells, but they kind of need good setups. Drow needs a lot of Agi, and the Void Spirit needs a Eul's really to be super helpful. Whereas they just want to pop Exorcism and DK form and run the tower.
Yep. They are on big cooldowns, so that's
a
bit dangerous. Matu, top lane.
A little bit risky there. 6 stacks the Fury Swipe, taking an extra 108 damage from Ursa's attacks. Yeah, I'd be holding back too.
He's actually doing really well on this top lane. Just because Ursa wasn't really in the lane all the time. And he has a big wave pushing in.
Kuro is going to drop down bottom though, just chucks out a power shot there.
It's like when you're playing this Wind Ranger as a position 5, at least you're hoping they don't have as much mobility as you, so you can run away. But these heroes are so good at getting on top of the Wind Ranger, they can kill him.
They have tools that kind of ignore you too, right? The dagger through the wind run. It doesn't. You don't really have a great way of canceling out a lot of this damage from Zai. Sticks you with the dagger and you're depressed.
Yeah, that's one of the lanes that Wind Rangers hated on mid lane too. Playing versus Queen of Pain used to be so bad.
Well, they've managed to secure this rune here for Weehaw. That's impressive when you can have your core all the way down to the bottom one. It just meant there was no rotations there. Nisha gets a lot of damage in, but it's not going to matter because it's a regen.
Yeah, he was getting really close to the part in which he can just multi-shot. Alright. He just died to Miracle alone.
Yeah.
Alright.
Did he get dusted or something? I thought he was invis. I guess he just got the swipe through. Either way, Miracle will get caught. Yeah, I guess probably just got a little bit too greedy. I mean, that is one problem with the support weaver rate. It is 12 seconds level 1 on the Shikuchi, so you can't be too aggressive.
Yep. Yeah. Still weird that he manages to die to an Ursa, but good play by Miracle.
And you're not wrong. That's so bad. Like, wow, that's impressive. You died to Ursa. Coffee is the greatest player of his generation. I don't think anyone else could have done that.
Mid lane exorcism by Wii.
Yeah, takes the kill there in the mid lane on Denisha and drives back Yapsor. And still a lot of time left here. So it means it's a long time before there's any heals coming. So the supports are also coming through here to protect him, as there is a TP in from Zai. Level 5 here. Kuro does not have the shackle though, although Zai preemptively blinks aggressively there. They're going to go for the glyph. Still a quarter duration left, but Weehaw will just have to be happy with what he got through it all that. And Zai's going to get it. They were saving that for Weehaw. That's where you tip him for sure.
Does he have another blink? He does. Yeah, that was a pretty good blink as well to stop the siphon, right? So Wii doesn't heal up any longer. They also get the catapult on the mid lane. Yeah, pretty good rotation from Zai. He didn't invest a lot, but he defended the tower.
Yeah, they had to drop the glyph though, and MC, of course, gets like super freedom.
Nisha?
But he's got freedom this lane anyway. Yeah, back in the mid. Nisha again on the run. Remember, he just died a moment ago, but they're turning it back onto Weehaw. No ulti there. There's an invis rune up top there too that they're gonna have to take away because Weehaw. Oh, maybe the siphon will keep him up. I thought he was going down. They of course still have the thirst though, so he can't be too complacent here. Oh, top as well. All right, well, turn around there. Oh, he's so fast because the DP's so low.
Yeah, you're.
Oh, why didn't you just die, Weehaw?
Exactly, because they definitely could have killed him. They could have dove on that. They could have finished him off for sure. I'm wondering, did they actually do it on
Are they that big brain?
I think they're not that big brain, but Bloodseeker is happy still. Matu is. He just got the solo kill.
They have the Sonic Wave here. They're going in on MC. This is a big one to try and drop, but they also have the backstab from Yapsor, and they won't even. Okay, they won't. I thought they were gonna try and save it for a second, but she's willing to go for it.
Yeah, we rotated in, so it's much safer to just drop it. He also used the Dragon Form, right? So that's on another 60 seconds of a cooldown. You're slowing the game down for Nigma quite heavily, and they're in a good spot right now.
Well, Miracle's now back in the lane, and they each have their ultis. So we'll see if there's really any threat to Miracle here. Probably not. I mean, he's still holding the point as well. Maybe hoping for a kill opportunity instead, right?
Bottom lane though, mind control. He just TP'd in.
Yeah, that's where they're gonna bring the rupture to. And do they give him a little wave? Did you see that sick combo with the rupture? Wow. He pulled him like I don't even know,
damage.
80 units or something.
Amazing. So many big brain plays from Secret in this grand final.
This was what the whole draft was leading towards. Incredible.
Just wait for the big combo of Rupture into Gust. That's what it's all
now
about.
Now you're just getting me excited. Shackle there. Slow down Nisha. Crow not that scary with the DD rune. Tries to get some help from GH. It's both supports versus the Drow, but she holds her ground. She gets the kill. GH still on 1 armor, but he's still doing what he can here versus Nisha and easily takes him down. So, not a terrible trade, I would say. Kuro for Nisha.
Yeah. Nisha's still happy that he managed to get that kill after he lost the double damage too, right? So, kind of alright. I don't know how I feel about the Phoenix position 4 overall at the moment. I just have a feeling the hero has been nerfed so many times that the perfect position is that 5. All you need is levels, right? And after that, you're so strong.
The itemization is a little bit tough right now. They're just going to pop both ultis here in the mid. Again, this is what we expected from the draft. Just use your spells and walk at the tower, and they're very willing to do so.
This should be a tier 1, right? If you're Nisha, you don't even have multi-shots, so...
They don't have cliff, so yeah, it's done.
Top lane, the
Yeah,
bear roars.
The Phoenix is like what even... I can see how there could be really good games for it. Maybe if like you have to rush the Spirit Vessel, that could be like one good reason for it. But or like even a Halberd sometimes can be nice, but there's nothing that really begs for them this game.
Yeah, yeah. And in this game, Halberd is good, right? You're playing versus Bloodseeker, Drow Ranger, and Weaver, but the problem is, usually when you're buying that Halberd, you're eliminating one big problem. Here he has multiple ones, so it won't really help him.
They're doing their best to get this outpost here, despite all the harassment from Secret. And Weehaw will just go and give him a little poke. The Absol are still feeling bold here, as the multi-shot comes through as well. Mind Control, Sonic Wave, he's going to fall. GH, he's able to get out. He just kind of stops there. And he does not get out for long. As Batu just chasing down, grabs a courier at the same time. He is thirsty for blood. Look at a double kill, and we'll count it as a 2.5 as he takes Weehaw's courier with him.
Yeah. Again, Nigma doing much better when it comes to bounty runes, right? Did they take... No, Zai did manage to snatch one away. 3 go the way of Nigma. And they did get the outpost in the end, so they managed to kill them and reclaim the outpost, so they got that experience.
Yeah. And Miracle, kind of aggressive here, considering, you know, they've taken that mid tower, so maybe he's feeling like he can go into these camps. The Absol is going to see him on the run out of here, but can't really convert into anything. There's no Sonic Wave or anything from Zai, and of course, Miracle's still a pretty scary guy when he has the Enrage up and ready. And he is indeed going for that Battle Fury. This build, just with all the changes between his ultimate and the Fury Swipes, this build is just like, it just seems way too good.
It's so good. It allows you to scale so well too, and then later on, you're actually a real hero comes late game. You're not that Ursa that just takes that first Aegis, dies, and then does nothing for the rest of the game.
There were just so many changes that made him better because of this. Again, it's Mind Control. He already has 3 deaths. They're going to try and TP and help him out this time. Goes for the ulti. Dodge the Blood Ray, trying to turn on the puppy. No ulti there available, but also putting some Sunray onto Nisha. Matu very fast at
so
656.
fast. He's completely fine. There is the Dragon form on the bottom lane, and it looks like they will lose this tier 1 as well, as they TP away from it.
Yeah, Yapsor and Miracle were kind of tangoing in the mid lane, but nothing serious from it. Puppy, I think, hoping to leech some XP here. Has to be careful, though. Crow's nearby with a shackle, and they got him, but no one's going to follow in time because it is just a level 1 shackle, and they were too busy finishing up. There's also no silence available from Weehaw, or they could have chained him pretty easily.
He's only level 8, right? So he didn't really invest into it. Sometimes you see that Prophet not go for ulti and get that silence a bit earlier, but this game, they just want to pressure hard. But look at Puppy, he's doing exactly that. You know, creep skipping, not TPing out.
They got him, they had a sentry down. They saw him sneak in there, but he's already got the 1 point in the swarm. This is so annoying. Because, like, what can you do? Like, let's say they come back and try and contest them here. The odds of you killing him are so low. He just goes back to the tower.
Yeah, he's just out pushing. This is something. This is pretty much the only reason. Okay, Zai gets GH. The only reason why these kind of drafts work for Secret, but for no one else, because they can draft as greedy as they want to. They just make it work with constant split pushing, with Puppy, constant defense, right? If he's Puck or if he's a Weaver, it doesn't really matter. He creates enough space for these heroes to come online. Look at what they're playing against. It's Dragonite and that Prophet. I think Nigma did find the right answer to all of this.
Yeah, I would agree. I think because it reminds me of like playing against Trent, right? You kind of have to do the same strategies versus Secret, where like when you are on the tower, you have to finish the tower.
You have to kill it. Yeah.
You're never going to get back to this damn thing.
Yeah. I completely agree.
That's a stick Puppy in that lane the whole time.
That's a very good comparison. And the thing is, even if you're sometimes when you stick a position 5, he's defending. Yeah, but he doesn't really use that gold very well. But Puppy uses it so well. He goes Tranquils into Aghanims. And that Aghanims changes the dynamic of the game completely.
Sometimes you'll see him get the like medallions and stuff too. Especially on his Ench, which could be good this game for the Roche, because they're fighting up against Nigma, so they might be thinking they could try and bully them out of it.
Medallion would be cool, because you're playing with Drow as well, right? So there's a lot of minus armor with the bugs. At least the Blightstone. At least the Blightstone would be helpful.
Oh yeah, it's surprising he doesn't have it. I feel like he usually ends up within the laning stage.
Yeah. It's just so strong with Weaver, with Geminate attack, and the Swarm, but yeah, opted not to go for it this time.
All right. Well, speaking of Roche, though, definitely something that's on the mind for Nigma, I'm sure. Just like keeping an eye on it. I mean, you can see there's an eighth remnant in there from Yap Store, so he's
Yeah.
also just like maybe didn't see where they were up to right now.
Hmm.
We constantly talk about them alting for these towers, but they could easily do the same thing in the Roche pit too to help guarantee that for themselves.
One really great thing for Nigma is they want to fight, right? And they want to have these compact fights in which they can use all their spells. And Ursa, if they do go for Roshan, allows them to save those spells before the fight comes to them, right? And then they can pop the spells and fight in front of the pit. You don't have to commit Exorcism to take down Rosh when you have Fury's vibes.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. Secret are gonna have to find themselves in the dance of those cooldowns and see if they can actually like smoke after, like if they go for a push or something, try and smoke out. They've had some problems between both teams. It feels like in terms of catch. This game, it's not terrible. The support Void Spirit has some options, but it's still pretty tough. I find without like a
Yeah,
leading stun or a Yules.
it becomes much easier for Nigma once Dragonite finishes off the Blink Dagger. He's on 1400 gold right now, and perhaps if Kuro manages to get the Blink Dagger on his hands too, it could be pretty good.
You
And
definitely wanted this game, I think, because like they're just so mobile. These secret heroes between the Weaver, the Void Spirit, and the Queen of Pain, even the Bloodseeker in some ways, of course, during a team fight, it'd just be nice if you could actually chain some down. And these are quite the arrows being drawn here. I
yeah,
believe
so
that's Kuro.
yeah, that's his big
That's the
brain.
push. Yeah.
The
Whoa.
way to wow.
I
Wait,
wonder what he's saying.
isn't that? Can we see the arrows from different observers as well and casters? Because that's pretty white, right? No,
Oh, that was my arrow. That was mine.
that was your.
Yeah, but this
Right,
was his down here. That was the Kuro. He did an up and a down arrow.
right, there you go.
Yeah, and a big heart.
There you go. That's what. Yeah. Anyways,
Excuse me, I was not given a reason for this pause. I would really like to see some question marks coming out from Nigma at this point. They're way too mannered to just allow this to happen from Team Secret.
the Bloodseeker seems to be disconnected, so
He returns.
There we go. Secret, on the other hand, they can't really build into anything big that's going to help them out, right? With these disables and catches, perhaps a Yules on Void Spirit or on Queen of Pain, but that's it.
Yeah.
What else can you buy? You don't really have any options, any big items that allow you to stun people.
Yeah,
Hex
the
later
stuns are
on.
really weird this game. It's like they basically are gonna try and bait out the ultimates from Nigma, disengage, and then re-engage with like Rupture. Rupture is like their force a fight move, and that's kind of it. But currently, we have Nisha just looking towards the neutrals. I haven't really gandered at the neutrals this game. We got the mango tree on Nigma, nice. And Radiant also got a pretty nice array. I mean, they got themselves the Faded Brooch, the Trusty Shovel. Very good. Those are the two big ones. I need Mango Tree every game. I was saying this to Gareth earlier. I can't stand a game without a Mango Tree. It's just depressing.
It's really good, especially if you play heroes that do need that mana early on to spam it. It's
Well, it just like it opens you up as a support too. Sometimes you think like, oh, I can't spam the jungle with this hero. Oh, but there's a Mango Tree, and my courier isn't doing anything else anyway besides bringing me wards. Bring me some mangoes.
You're playing some support Skyrat and you get a mango tree. You just tank Gaben for the next hour at least.
I thank Gaben every day of my life. Every hour of my life.
Radiant are scanning.
GH getting some stacks going here for the team as he builds towards the Necro early on. Little scan there from the Radiant, perhaps concerned about potential Roche maneuvers from Nigma. They're also grouping up here in the mid lane. Nisha so far up to a lot of Agi. I'm not even going to do that math. That's a lot. Okay, it's like 132 or something. Wow.
Oh, Shackle.
Yeah.
It's close.
I like the confidence that he charged up the power shot after anyway. He's like, oh yeah, I hit this. Of course, it was again just... it was level 2. All right. Not that bad.
Nisha
Hey
just
guys,
chilling.
guess where Puppy is?
How do you feel about this Drow Ranger right now? Let's say that Nisha is the win condition. How do you think he fares overall in the late game? Because it is a weird one, right? We don't
It
see
is a weird
lot
one.
Yeah, we don't
It's
see
like-
a lot of these. Yeah.
It feels like you need a BKB, but then there's an Ursa. That's kind of
Yeah.
scary.
You just want to be able to kite some 4-stabs, spike perhaps. Puppy.
Puppy just got completely exterminated. It's like, I can sneak this rune. There's 4 heroes all sitting right here waiting for you. They instantly smoke after they run to the left, and a circle is drawn by Kuro, saying, "Here we strike.
They
Someone
did
will
smoke
be here for this
first.
wave."
Second one, Matu.
And there's the blink. Easy catch. There is this follow-up silence here. I'm going to throw it out with the power shot there, too. Everything together for the kill. And, well, why don't we just keep on moving towards that Roche pit, perhaps? Looking for more heroes, looking to connect up with their Ursa.
Yeah, there's a tier 1 on the top lane. Miracle is pushing in, so they can opt to go for that first, take it, but
That's a
Roche
risky
is also-
ward to
yeah.
drop. I kind of hate it when teams do this. Like, you just got to kill here, you got to kill here, you run in here, you play. Like, this ward's not going to live, right?
Has been killed.
it shouldn't. But if they opt to go for Roshan right now, then that ward will at least spot someone devouring it, right? So at least that's a little bit.
It's a kind of a like low risk in the sense that you might lose it, but like if they
Just
don't
a lazy-
deward it, it's like the best ward ever.
Yeah, it's just a lazy ward, right? You're running
Yeah,
in there.
it's
There's
kind of lazy.
you can put it here, you know, on the edge of the stairs, at least so that the sentry doesn't spot it if he plants it on the high ground or somewhere else on the edge. But yeah,
Oh, I hate that ward. The high ground ward. I do this all the time. It's so good at spawning couriers. I think it's like underrated how like the 5 couriers, when you have these wards way back like this, as Puppy is placing, and also I think still fine. Because there's 5 couriers flying out of the base all the time, it lets you triangulate so many of the positions of your opponents.
That's
Like,
a
it
big
gives
one.
away so much. I swear, the number of smokes I've seen ruined by couriers just running over wards
yeah.
just drives me crazy.
And also you can easily snipe those couriers. It goes other way around, right? Mid lane.
Yeah, they got the blink stun here, and he's gonna try something, but MC. Oh, but wait. Oh no, the DOT
Still got
still
him.
enough.
Yeah, if you see if you see heroes somewhere, you pretty much can be sure that the courier will fly, let's say in the next minute towards them. So you can just sit on that ward and wait it out. And
Speaking
he's
of
been
which,
doing that. Yep.
MC grabs the one for Nisha too. They're hiding in the tree line over here, but I mean, I say hiding when the creep wave is following Zai. Matu is going to TP himself out, and Zai will also look for the
Jules?
escape.
Oh, so
Close.
close. Yeah. But look at
Nisha's
Puppy.
still down here.
Yeah, look,
I
look
know,
at
he has
Puppy.
been down here for so long. Like, this is why he picks this hero. If you guys, seriously, just watch this replay, and I actually think you can do this in your pubs and it's fine. You just need to get over the laning stage hump. Once you figure out how to lane as support Weaver, this part is really easy.
Yeah, and you might have teammates that are gonna try and fight while you're not there, while you're scream
That's
skipping.
the real
so
problem, I think.
that could be a problem. Yeah, bottom lane GH, he's dead.
Yeah, nice.
Amateur.
Little assassination play here from the Drow. Silence into the multi-shot, and that is physical, remember, and that's a 3 armor Phoenix.
Yeah, Puppy's still on it, still getting these creeps.
I mean, seriously, what can you do?
Well, we
I
did
actually
drop a
don't know if
sentry.
they can kill him. Like, they actually need, like, the Wind Ranger and the DK, but this is the last place they want to be. They want to be here killing actual important heroes.
He's sitting on 1200 gold. He can buy a
mean-
point booster right now. And because they put up that sentry on the top lane, he now moves to the bottom and is doing the same thing.
Speaking of important hero, Matsu's there in the mid, but he's just running to the side. Mind Control's going to try and blink over. I don't think the creep wave saw him. So they're going to find him with the Yules into the stun. The Wind Ranger's too far away, though. So the additional damage will just be the power shot. No shackle. It is enough, though, between the siphon and the last right click. So bit close. They do get him.
Yeah, Matu's item progression is suffering a bit. They can blink on Quap here as well, Zai. He should be fine. Oh, they go on illusion. That's a
Manta
good
is
bait.
out.
That's a good play because he also baited the Dragon Knight's form. So
Yeah, true. Of course, they might just commit for the tower pressure. That you might overcommit now, though, trying to make up for that. Although they're not going for the tower, they're going straight in towards the bound. He's looking to secure the area, and they're going to catch the real Nisha this time. No trees, though. Oh, he actually gets it. I thought the power shot was going to kill it. But the Sonic Wave comes through, trying to help defend. Nisha backing, puts the gust down, but Miracle hops on in. Easy hit. Now the Yule's up as well. Side, they get the root, and he's down. Nicely done. Kuro chasing for more, looking to line him up with the double. There's a courier just standing still. Kuro says thank you.
yeah, don't worry. Puppy did snatch one away from Nigma as well. But really, what can Secret do at this point with the draft that they've got? They can just do what they're doing. These shenanigans, creep, skip, try and pick off a target that's all alone, like what Nisha did earlier, they can't really fight. You're
I mean,
not
we said the
fighting this
exact
team.
same thing last game, though.
Yeah.
As literally around this
that's
time,
true.
you know what I mean?
That's true. That's true.
But the Morphling was a bit more worrisome heading into the later parts, whereas we're not quite as confident, I don't think, in the Drow Ranger here.
Every coin helps.
Yeah, now there's Nages picked up, Yasha picked up by Miracle. This game was so difficult for Secret. An Aghanims on Weaver might change a lot of things, though.
Well, they
It's
just
kinda far.
dropped the Exorcism.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Weehaw just going to do it himself as Mind Control is hoping to catch someone in the mid lane. They are actually going to find Nisha here. I wonder if they think it's an illusion. They probably were guessing it was, frankly. And the Manta now
Radiant's
pops.
top tower is under attack.
Oh, that was sick. Waited up on the net.
Radiant's
Thought he was
top
going to get out of that one.
Rupture, they want to fight.
Oh, there's the pullback with the Rupture. The big damage. They're coming through. Oh, MC healing up a little bit. Still standing here. It's still Rupture, though, so Puppy's going to come through, get the cleanup. But now the Yule toss him in the air. There's no silence available. Puppy going to ulti just in case. Back. Cutting through the waves. Then I see a courier. Don't do it. Oh, jeez. Well, there goes another one.
Dyer's courier.
And another
Puppy's
one
head
is flying. If he goes deep enough, if he goes far enough, he can get it.
Oh, you know he
micro
is.
it.
Yeah.
They're microing it. He's
got
sitting
the
on
spores.
2000.
Oh, he's gonna
gonna
see
get
it.
it. close.
Courier's just dancing left, right, trying to live. Leave me alone.
But this is buying so much time for his teammates because they're chasing this Weaver. They aren't pushing, they aren't pressuring any longer. Truth be told, they didn't have the Dragon form and Exorcism also did expire, so there wasn't truly a whole lot to do anymore over there, but yeah, at least they managed to disengage on the side of Secrets after losing
Yeah.
the Drow.
I like the Shadow Blade though. I think from Mind Control because they know how Secret are trying to play. They just saw it happen last game. Secret have been doing it for the past week. So try and find a way that you can catch these side lane split pushers and wait. Just make sure that you are prepped, right, when these ultimates come back, so that you will be sieging another tier 2 tower. 'Cause you just want to be as fast as you can with this Aegis to clear up both tier 2s, I think.
As long as Mind Control isn't stuck on his side of the map trying to catch Weaver, it's fine. Because
Yeah.
you can find yourself trying a bit too much to stop the split pushes that you actually forget about going for your own objectives.
Oh,
Puppy.
And the follow-up silence. Waits to the very last moment.
Fix.
Yeah, still good.
He had about 20 sticks there, 17, but just not enough.
Radiant's
Not enough
bottom
HP
tower
on him.
is under attack.
There's the smoke.
Dire are
Ah,
scanning.
the old fake back once again.
And they scanned the drop.
Preemptive essence ring there as well.
Dyer's top tower
From GH
is
just in
under attack.
case.
Swap
Oh, they found
Scott.
themselves Zai, yeah. Caught,
Radiant's
silence.
bottom tower has
No
fallen.
Greaves. This game has the Spirit Vessel and the Necros.
Is under attack.
And burnt down. Weehaw
Yeah.
takes the final blow.
Yeah, I like the Vessel build, but maybe if he went for that Yules a little bit earlier,
Radiant's
or even
bottom
Greaves.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, I
would
think
be
Vessel
able- yeah.
and Necros pretty greedy.
Yep.
I think you can only stop up for one of them. They get the
Misha?
Blink stun as well.
Courier has been
Crow doesn't have an angle. He was busy on the Courier, and they have the Yules, though, set up, and there's no defense here. Manta's already used. I say that, they got the silence for a second to stop it,
He's
but they
fighting.
will eventually get him. Now the Blood right through, though. Yapsor jumping forward, wants to find the kill to Kuro, but the Sunray's there, trying to help up, save him. Puppy now here as well. Kuro, they can't quite bring him down.
Oh, Puppy. He's caught.
Oh, at the same time, oh, jeez. Get him on the side, eh? Nicely done by Miracle. But they got Yapsor too, so he's stunned up. Burn beginning. Actually gets caught mid-dive by the Aether. Yapsor, though, does not have another jump ready, so he's going to fall too.
That was such a
And
nice
it-
play from Miracle. He waited in the back, exactly where Weaver was about to time-lapse. He clumsy nets and just kills him off alone.
Yeah, the net has been so good this game. Miracle scored like 3 kills in a row now on it.
But it truly looks like Secret, they have no tools to take these fights. They have no real frontliner as well. This Bloodseeker went for a Mjolnir, but if you get a Maelstrom on Bloodseeker, it allows you to farm up faster. You actually have a lot of late game potential. But if you don't get that BKB early enough, you still die so fast.
Yeah, I feel like this is the build I always see from him, is the Mjolnir right into the BKB. And, they're going to try and smoke. They're going to try and catch them maybe, but they still have big ultis. I mean, DK4 is still going for right now. Now jumping in though, silence on the Miracle. They're focusing him first. They have the big damage. Oh, and that Aegis, it's got to be running low. It's got 20 seconds left, so still enough time for this fight. Weehawk goes forward though with the Exorcism. Now the Sonic Wave in the back. Gets Kuro and the Aegis knocked down. Kuro dropping low from the Spirit Vessel. combination of that Sonic Wave now caught in the Blood Right. He's going to fall. No real hope for him. Miracle just hopping back. Zai and Puppy at the forefront here, trying to keep this chase going. YapzOr jumping through. Has another Yule Scepter here, but can't
3
quite get in
seconds.
range of Weehaw.
He has the step.
Got GH2 though. I mean, Puppy's basically giving the vision. The net's there, but he's going to go for the time lapse to back himself out.
No, that was a nice play from Puppy, trying to get enough vision so that YapzOr can come in and maybe use that Yules to catch them. But damn, Secret striking again. Just when you think, all right, this is a really hard game from them, they play at the they go for that team fight at the right
Look at Puppy
moment.
too. He's threatening.
1 second. He had it, right? The clumsy net.
Oh, I didn't know he had the net. Oh,
Yeah, he had it. It was just going off cooldown. Maybe it was like last second.
I was wondering why he was even chasing after him there. The panic TP. So yeah, very nice. Jeez, Puppy. Remember when he was like 1,200 gold up? He's quite a ways away now. Still, he's had a little bit of a rough 5 minutes since his earlier days of just constantly cutting these creep waves.
He's back to it. He's back at it. He's on the top.
Guys,
lane.
I need my eggs. All right, I'll be back in a while.
Just hold on without me. You still have a tier 2. They're not threatening the base. Can you just chill? You don't need me.
It isn't a Satanic and a DD though. Ooh, so yeah, Abyssal next on the menu. Still no BKB because you know you want to use status resistance and damage reduction. Like you don't want to have to commit for it. Oh, but they know they want Puppy.
Can they kill him? The two of them? Do they have enough
have to get
damage
this
for
off.
this? Yeah, they're just not gonna take him. He's way too tanky for the two. Mid lane?
Meanwhile, back in the day, yeah, they get the double silence out there. They're trying to get back, and I think they're all right with the BKB. Miracle also spear vesseled up here too, but no additional chase. Shackle into the YapzOr to make sure MC might jump in here. His blink up in 1 second. Aether
Nice,
there. Wow,
Randall.
nice coverage from YapzOr using the sentry. They drop it immediately, knowing that there must be one there from the Radiant. And they will get a kill into YapzOr as he just progresses into the multi-shot on Miracle.
Yeah, that was a nice attempt from him to prevent Mind Control from catching him, but yeah, didn't work out in the end. But you can see the way that Secret are planning these fights. Make Weaver bait them on the top lane, Weaver who might die.
He did not get the memo about the sentry.
Oh, Jules, he's
Nah, there's
dead
no Crips
after
for
this.
him.
Oh!
Oh, he didn't have the ulti. It was still 3 seconds away.
So
Thought
close.
he'll be back.
Yeah, but
MC moving through the Necros up top here. Zai's just going to drop him and ditch. Too worried about potential TPs, and he will be correct.
this Shadow Blade makes the game so much easier for them too. It's always difficult to split push versus heroes with Invis, because you don't know. They might be there, and then another one with the TP, suddenly you're just finding yourself surrounded.
Look
while
at
split
Miracle.
pushing.
He's just waiting. He's just running into 3 heroes right now. He is completely alone.
Well, that
Like,
could
not
be a
even
problem. Let's see.
That was the
Yeah.
boldest play. He was
Right?
like, "No, they'll think they're all around me right now." Well, the dust pops out, and then they're going to find MC. Will they chase through Weehaw? And he is running straight at right now. The toss-up as well on side. They get stunned up, looking for the final kill. But Mjolnir's also rocking away on Matsu. They want to bring down GH before he can pop the egg. They will succeed. Weehaw retreating again with the BKB. Puppy the chase down. They need additional catch here. Kuro, the shackle
Nice
lands on
shackle.
the 2. Power shot through on the Puppy. Able to just get him down in time, but they are moving on to Weehaw now. The big kills are coming out in the favor of Team Secret. They jump forward as well. Kuro running, Matu chasing down. He knows the MC is going to be locked up. He wants the additional bonus kill into Kuro, and he's going to get it with the Blood Right damage. That is 5 heroes.
Okay.
Hold on for Nick. I thought they couldn't do anything, guys. What's happening?
So
Well, Miracle
what
fed, I guess.
exactly. What was that? Man, Miracle is feeling a little bit too strong at this point. Maybe he
was
thought
playing-
they.
I had to check his inventory like 6 times that he didn't have Basher. I thought I was crazy. I was like, does he not? Does he have Basher? Because this is what Crazy Miracle might do with a Basher or something.
He was just bluffing, right? He thinks, okay,
Yeah.
if I go in, they won't know that my teammates aren't all around me. But they had some pretty solid wards on the mid lane as well, scouting things out. So
That's
they
true.
just kill him off instantly. And yeah, you can have status resistance, but they have so many silences to work with too. You have the Gust, you have the Blood Right as well, follow up.
Yeah.
All right, so they did win a fight without Miracle. Let's see if they can do
didn't
the
Roche
same.
either.
Yeah,
that is
let's
the
do-
big thing though, is that was up after that fight. Secret didn't like run right to the pit or anything. I'm not sure if they just didn't know or what, but Roche was available.
Nisha, Mind Control, he's scouting him.
He's got Pike and Manta. Oh, the miscommunication. The Yule's up on the stun. And Sonic Wave defensively just trying to push them back. At this point, the shot misses, but the stun ray will be enough. A little bit of stun screen there as Puppy comes back for the bounty rune. They want some
There's a
additional
DD.
gates.
There's a DD on Matu.
Oh,
And,
perfect.
but yeah, you just go into the pit. You're not chasing anymore. 60 seconds without Drow Ranger. You don't really have to do anything. Just go back into the pit. That's Aegis and Cheese. It looks like Nigma always gets a lot out of a single pickoff. While Secret, they just team wiped them and didn't manage to take a single objective afterwards.
Radiant are
Yeah.
scanning. Your Shaman has fallen to the dark.
Nice and secure. I wonder if this will push Miracle back towards the Abyssal instead of that BKB. Because I saw him queue up the BKB now instead.
Yep. BKB kind of makes him unkillable in the first burst, right?
Yeah.
And then if you survive that, you have Enrage, you have your Satanic to work with. So it's cool. But Basher is also very solid because it allows you to just solo everyone.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
What are the big items on the other side, though? Zai going for BKB as well. Basher on the Bloodseeker. Aghanims. Actually, Weaver has enough gold. So this is a big thing for the next
Radiant's middle
fight.
tower is
Yeah,
under
they're trying to
attack.
get the Aghanims on Yapsor now too, as he's kind of the one in the back line cutting the creep with. So that the big AoE silence would be nice. Unfortunately, it's like
Dire's courier
kind
has
of happening
been
while
killed.
the BKBs are starting to come out, right?
Dire's bottom
Yeah.
tower is under
And
attack.
he's just sniping the couriers as well. He gets one. Matu is creep skipping on the bottom lane, or trying to split push at least right now.
But the
Shiva's
bounty on
completed
it.
on Phoenix. By the way, GH has a full Shivas and a Ghost Scepter. So
How many eggs has he gotten off this game? Am I crazy?
no. He definitely didn't manage
Dire's
to.
bottom tower
Did
is
he?
under
Did he even cast one?
I don't
He must
know. I'm sure he has, but I can't recall. And again, it's Miracle way up front again, but they hit the Lotus Sword this time, covering him. Strip the silence. And now he's going to move right onto Matu, too. Looking for the big damage. Can't quite get in time to get the kill onto GH, so he drops the egg, but it gets scrambled. And now they're going to lose the Aegis right in front of the racks. He still has the... No, he does not have the cheese, actually. I thought he was holding both. Miracle pops up, but the silence misses. Dagger to help control. Silence is a little bit early. The Blood Rate's going to hit after. And Zai jumps forward. Miracle caught in the middle, taking a ton of damage from Nisha. But there, now he gets the big regen cheese up instead. Nisha now
Puppy.
being focused down. Ulti there too, but there's the time lapse. Big save from Puppy. Silence again. Multi-shot coming through, but he doesn't have the damage. Weehaws is running right on top of him. Matu looking for the right clicks, trying to get the final damage, but the Yule's up in the air. That's going to help save him, but a second Yule's on a Miracle. He's also tossed up. Now Weehaw going to drop this time, and now they have the chase down with the Thirst. Miracle
Damn.
off to the fall. Oh, Mind Control, the last one standing. The only one with the bounty upon his head will survive.
And this team fight is so fun to watch. They're outplaying them so hard.
It's just in and out
Yeah,
constantly.
and in the nick of time as well. Weaver is silenced. It's not like Nigma is doing any... Okay, Diag, you can call that a bit of a mistake, but because they didn't see the Aghanims of Weaver, that's why it was a bit of a mistake. Because
Yeah.
if Weaver doesn't have Aghanims, that egg forces Drow to die while she trades, right? She kills the egg, but she dies afterwards. They didn't see the axe, but later on they instantly adapt. They use the silence on the Weaver, but he manages to get out of it in like 1 second to save Nisha.
Stun on the Zai. See if there's damage. They need a shackle from Kuro. Oh, can't get it. The push is there. Nice play from Nisha with the Dragon Lance, and they will actually get something off of one fight this time as they take the tier 3 mid. It's not a huge loss, though. Another
Nice
shackle
shackle.
off a creep. Keep Nisha in place. They're going for the ranged. Nothing too huge here. Still no buyback from the Ursa. TP in from the DP. They're trying to hold them in place. They want something to punish here.
No mana for
Force
TP.
BKB. Yeah, I was going to say, he could just TP here, so we'll go for it.
Yeah, he was just lacking 5 mana when he popped the BKB, but he
Ah.
gets it fast enough,
Dire's
goes back.
top tower is under attack.
See no weaver.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
still not, even though they just won that big fight, I think these fights are still pretty hard. Like, as you said, they played it kind of perfectly from Secret, right? Like, in and out, baiting, punishing constantly on the side of Nigma.
Dire's
It was
top
that
but-
tower
egg,
is
right?
under
The
attack.
biggest
Yeah.
problem was GH. He planted that egg so deep and without really contributing with anything else to the fight. Okay, Shivas perhaps, but no extended sunray or anything like that. He just plants the egg and says, okay, kill me, Secret. That's it. Because they have the Weaver, they have the Drow, and Mjolnir, Bloodseeker hits so fast.
Yeah, and then in combination with the fact that the Aegis got lost, like, right in front of the tier 3. Like, that's one of the best spots that you
We,
can try
mid
and
lane,
punish.
she's caught.
Yeah, Yule's up. Force the BKB here. We'll get Rupture, though, so we need some teammates to come and cover him. They're going to throw the Sonic Wave, so the Yules has to pop him up in the air. About half HP now. Still has the ulti if they decide to commit. They're just going to slowly Sunray back up. Aether tries to pull up MC. But no shenanigans here. Had the blink anyway, so no big deal. And they're going to smoke. Now moving in aggressively. But they've taken over the eastern camp here. Trying to play the high ground. If they think they're going to catch some of the bounty runes, they'd be incorrect.
Yeah, Secret doing a really good thing here with the wards and just keeping tight lines around this high ground, making it a bit harder to be picked off. Also, if you look at Yabzor, he needs 300 gold for Aghanims, which will be huge.
Now they might be running into them here. They still have the Shadow Blade as well as the smoke. Some duration left.
Remnant?
Oh, there it is, the Aether. The booby trap. Do they want to fight here? MC's gonna blink. He goes down. He actually misses on the silence though. Now he's gonna Aether Remnant up there. Spirit Vessel 2. MC dropping very fast, but now Miracle hops in. They're looking for that big damage. They can't quite bring him down. Now Matu. BKB now onto Miracle too. He's in the middle of everything. GH gonna drop the egg, but it's away from Miracle. Not really covering him. The Blood Right has some silence as well. Miracle forced back, and Matu coming in with the big speed. Side does not have the Sonic Wave here, so they take a while to finish off Kuro. Eventually we'll bring him down. So that's MC and Crow to fall.
Bash.
Yeah, he's still going in there. He wants Miracle to silence there too. Another bash. He's turning to fight though. The bear regenerating back up, and now he's staggered. He's so slow. He's hopping and skipping away. He needs to find some honey in the trees to survive. Oh, but the fight. He can't get Zai in time. Zai gonna Yules up and survive on the tree line. Weehawk can just chuck out a couple Crypt Swarms here. He sees if he can catch anyone on the way out, but they are good, and they're gonna lose Matu, but they'll take 3 for it. Yules up in the air here. A Remnant too, but I don't think they have the damage to commit.
Yeah, they're moving back. They're moving back a bit. That tag was way better. Like it was on the outsides, on the outskirts of the fight, right? But still, it's good because it gives Ursa a place, a safe zone in which he can retreat, and they do exactly that. And Nigma is also really good at transversing over these cliffs because you have Ursa with the jump, you have dive. You also have the spider legs on that Prophet, so it was a bit easier for them to disengage there. But Puppy is doing so much work. Not only the Aghanim, but the telescope as well.
And he's got the +4 attack now too on the Swarm.
Yep.
So the damage is going to add up, and I just can't help but look at just like the Miracle's progression. Just
Wait,
dying.
I saw an accident. There's a quickening charm there. He's going to scout it.
They got a stun on Anisha too, though. He is a DD right now, though, so it's a bit dangerous. They got to keep this chain stun going, or he definitely has the turnaround potential. MC, load of stuff here, but yeah, there's the big shots. GH comes through trying to help save, and now it's Weehaw with the BKB moving on to Nisha, trying to get the TP off. He gets Yule stuff just in time, but the Shackle is also coming through in case. Silence as well, they missed the power shot. Still on Nisha, should eventually fall. And now there's an egg. Zai trying to help take it down with Puppy. Should be fine. Yeah,
ooh, so
barely.
close.
Zai has a blink. There's a rupture now to Weehaw too. And he has a TP, but I don't think that's going to end up saving, especially with a bash. So he will turn into bats and die up on the cliff. They'll lose Nisha, but with some heavy commitments there, as it's another one fight for Secret. And they are just, again, it felt like Nigma had this one.
It felt.
I gotta look for where
Definitely
Miracle died, dude. His progression just ended. He never got his BKB, he never got his basher, and he needed one of those 2 items.
He's gonna defend this at least for a little while. They don't have that Drow Ranger, right? And because of that, pushing is a bit harder. Matu doesn't really want to commit at it. They will find a neutral item, Quickening Charm here. It's a tier 3 that they've forgotten earlier on the side of Nigma, I think. A nice little addition.
They were 3 out of 4 for a while too, yeah. And yeah, they're really behind on neutral items, I think. At least they were a minute ago on Nigma. Yeah, they still haven't even gotten their tier 4 or tier 3s, and the tier 4s are now out. So, Roche, what is the time? That's a medium length, a minute and a half here.
Oh, Matsu.
Bro, not gonna get Shackle instantly bashed up and ruptured, but now Miracle gonna come trying to cover him. But it's 2 heroes. MC's coming through. Don't be the feed train though. Don't try and save your buddies. Maybe it'll be enough though. Yaps are gonna get saved by Puppy. He's got the saving.
He's just helping out so much. He has that blink dagger as well, so he's pretty much always in position to save you. And
with the telescope too.
Yeah,
that's
blink
insane.
dagger telescope. What, 15 seconds cooldown, right? 16 seconds cooldown, whatever. It's crazy strong. I really think as well that Miracle not going for that basher has hurt them quite a lot. But Miracle dying on that radiant side of the map alone, like you said, no item progression afterwards.
At least he has the BKB now, though, so. Weehaw forced to pop his again with that Yule setup. Very simple from the Void Spirit, but quite helpful. Now another Yule's up in the air. They're going to put down the Sunray, help protect Miracle as he comes down. Matu looking to turn, kill this egg in time with the help of Zai. Zai throws up the Sonic Wave, but they still get the egg. Miracle just wandering around in the middle of this fight. BKB trying to find something to hit, but he can't latch onto anybody. He's just running in circles. He wants to get on to the Bloodseeker, and he's good. Zai helps cover with the dagger and retreats to the west, but they did get Nisha down south, that looks like, with the help of the Exorcism, and running over the tree lines. Mind Control is trying to help find an additional kill. He will find YapzOr here, but he can really just steal the... Oh, wait, here comes Miracle. He's coming. Hurry up, Bear. Come on. Come on.
Good
Try to push him back with the hammer.
Yep. Should be fine. One more to use, and yeah, doesn't have any mana. There's a blink.
Oh, but wait, there's more. A shackle maybe with the power shot too. They don't even need it.
Got him.
No stuns with that. Man, he's really making good use of this Havoc Hammer.
That's 80 seconds without him, and Rosh actually has respawn, so they can go and grab that. That's a refresher shard.
Ooh.
So
Is
good.
that better
for
or worse
that
than the
propaganda.
Agnes? I actually, because for their team, like between the DK and the DP,
Yeah, for the DP,
maybe
it's
they wouldn't
really
like it.
strong. Yeah. Let's see. You can even give it to the Phoenix for a double egg in a team fight. His eggs aren't really that great, though. He's been losing quite a few of
No,
them.
to be fair, wait,
Oh.
did he actually? Did that Courier?
he
No,
didn't.
Courier didn't get
He
it.
didn't.
Radiant's courier has been
You know,
killed.
eggs actually on the Phoenix might have been nice too, though, because that egg is so hard to break when they have the Aghanims.
Yep. Okay, refresher shard to the Phoenix. He's level 20. He has that Sun Ray as well to work with. It's pretty strong.
Well, they're working through the neutral items here.
Yeah. These teamfights from Secret go well as long as Puppy chooses the right target to time-lapse. Like in that last fight, he time-lapsed as Bloodseeker, who was quite fine. He had a lot of Fury swipes on him, but I think he could have juked.
Radiant's
Instead,
middle
it's
tower
Nisha that
is under
falls
attack.
first, because the moment they use the time-lapse on anyone else, we just pops his Exorcism and runs straight at the Drow.
Yeah, it was maybe they're kind of jumping over the point where Nisha feels like super invincible. Like they've been covering him a lot of this game, and like putting sure the blood rights are near him. And how many times has YapzOr just like jumped in with an Aether Remnant to try and like peel someone off of Nisha too? So I think the last couple fights have gotten a little bit too spread out for Secret's liking. On the one hand, they want to spread out because of the egg, but they can't just like ditch Nisha like that.
Yeah, you still need to play around the Drow. Like he needs bodyguards, definitely. He needs someone in front.
I gotta check out these neutrals. I have not looked at all. So we have they got the magic lamp. That's actually nice on Phoenix. There's not many heroes I really wanted, but Phoenix
Phoenix
is obviously
is
pretty
great.
legit with the refresher. MC again in the mid lane. This time, Puppy's gonna get out.
It's actually really good on Puppy if they manage to get it on the other side, but he's actually investing in his own form of magic lamp, right? He's buying the A on disc, so
Yeah, same thing he always does with these position 5s, right? Because
that's the next best thing. No, on
it's cool
Weaver,
because
it's so
it still
important.
lets him do this too, right? It's not just a team fight item. It's gonna help in these little side pushes as well and give him another chance at survival.
I mean, you're a Weaver, right? As long as you don't die in that first initial burst, you're fine. They can't kill you because you have time lapse afterwards. You can squishy away as well, so it's pretty solid to go for it.
Have we swung back to favoring Nigma here?
I don't know, man. We're
What is that a plus? Out of curiosity, it was heavily in Nigma's favor around 25 minutes. It was like an 85% or higher, which is fair with how things were going. And then the giant turnaround around 33, and now we've just straight up evened out. I'd say that's kind of fair. Secret has way more XP. They're like a 15k XP lead, but the net worth is obviously much smaller.
But that XP is because they're doing this constantly. Puppy top lanes, I bottom lane, perhaps YapzOr would be mid at this point in some
Puppy's
other
level
part.
24. He looks like he still has the 30% XP talent.
Oh, he's crazy farmed on a position 5 Weaver. Like crazy farm. He has more net worth than the Dragonite on the other side. It's ridiculous. And he does the same thing. Every single game he does the same thing on his 5s.
It's so good. And you know you're gonna get yelled at in your pub when you guys try this later tonight. I guarantee. What are you doing?
Did you try to play the YapzOr sniper maybe in your rank?
No, I stayed away from that one. That ain't me.
So I tried, and trust me, it's not. You can still do the same thing that he does, more or less, get the same farm but you're gonna get reported. It doesn't really matter. You're gonna get some reports.
But the ulti is so fun.
Yeah.
It's
so strong. It's not only fun. They managed to win with it a couple of times because that stun is pretty good.
Oh, I just noticed. Is he done the refresher? Did GH actually straight up buy it right now? My math is off. Okay, no, he can't buy it yet. But still, he is he's closing in and
Yeah,
he has
he needs like what 600 gold and he can buy it. Okay, 3 eggs coming
buyback
through.
3 eggs with supernova. Hype.
Yep, that sunray is so strong with
I
the egg.
swear, I've seen so many Phoenix games and I still can't even picture the Sunray during supernova. I've seen it like once.
So
Even when the Agnums had it, I never saw anyone use it.
first and foremost, people forget about it. I don't think GH will, but a lot of people do forget about that sunray because you're playing Phoenix your whole life. Suddenly you have an additional
Yeah.
spell on your
Why
end.
isn't it just auto cast if it's available?
Yeah, that's another thing, right? Is it available or not? Because usually as a Phoenix, you want to waste all your spells, then use the egg afterwards.
Yeah,
So
that part I'm good with.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, another pause here. Once again, this time it's going to be from Nigma, but we've had the DC, we've had the reconnect. And a go. Says Miracle.
There we
And a
go.
go. All right. Holy moly. This game's gotten serious. They've stopped the spam. Someone needs to lighten the mood here.
Dire's bottom
I hate
tower
pauses,
is
though.
under attack.
You lose track of where everyone was when you're playing a game like this. Like, Zai's probably thinking, like, how safe was I down here?
It's the worst thing whenever you're playing competitively and you have this long pause. It just throws you off. How many times do you see someone just die afterwards? There's a
Yeah.
pick off happening because
Dire's
constant.
bottom tower is under attack.
They're going to hop on this just in case it was real. Miracle takes down the illusion. He has the spider legs. He's got the basher. He's finally back to where he probably felt he should have been about 5 minutes ago with how much he was snowballing.
they do have a good idea of where the split pushers are. You can see mind control with that. Dagger finds the Manta illusion, or was that cape? Yeah, that's the cape.
Yeah, a little bit tankier.
Still really good scout from Nisha.
50% image damage is no joke
Are scanning.
for a drow, that's for sure.
I just love the way he's utilizing the Manta illusions and the illusion escape as well. He's
Yeah,
scouting
and they
and
have the
breaking these
Necro
smokes.
too.
Yeah.
Pretty annoying. Yeah, I'm definitely guilty of underestimating Illusion Cape when it came out. I did not think it was going to be this busted. But,
It depends on your team as well, right? Sometimes it's just bad, but sometimes it's so strong. It can be really good.
Any good, like, solid Agi hero, it's really nice on it. Like, it doesn't buy a lot of plus damage. It just buys, like, straight Agi items. It's pretty
That
sick.
you have it in pretty much every game, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's true. Miracle just going to keep this pushed down now. We have a minute and a half left on this Aegis. We have the Abyssal, I'm guessing, if he's finished that.
It's flying over to him. It's a full abyssal.
All right.
There's an AC and Hex soon on the Dead Prophet as well. So they're ready to fight. They have the cheese too still. They definitely could
They have
fight. but
triple egg. Do you force this high ground now?
yeah, that's still a problem. Like forcing high ground versus Drow and Weaver, it still
And they only
can
have a
be
minute
really
left
hard.
on the Aegis.
Like, ideally,
have to
you would
wait
try
for
to get
another
the
one?
pick off first, right? Ideally, you
Yeah.
get the pick off and then you try to go high ground. But you're just unable to find these targets. You're unable to kill anyone.
Oh, and there it is, level 25 for Zai too. Such an important talent. That screaming fear is so frustrating to play against because you can't really account for it, you know?
Yeah, suddenly
Just
your
keeps
team fights
disrupting you
are different.
constantly.
There's just some talents, right, that completely change the dynamic of the team fight. They
Yeah.
add something new. They give you another way of playing. While playing Miracle, they
Yeah,
TP
Miracle,
back.
I mean,
Yeah,
Poppy's
they
gonna
can
start
hunt
looking.
them. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, gotta find anyone in time though.
Good item on Puppy as well, getting the flicker.
He finds a couple heroes and a haste rune.
And
Taking
blinks
a
out.
flicker, yeah, see ya. Oh yeah, the flicker's actually sick for this too. With the silence from the DP, he doesn't have to worry about it anymore.
The debuff is so good on him. Alright, Nisha moving towards his butterfly as well, which will help him out a little bit with the damage. Level 25 talents on him too. The 30% cooldown reduction obviously will help him kite the Ursa a bit better.
I feel like if I lose this game as Nigma, I'm gonna be so mentally defeated. Because it feels the exact same as last game, where we were winning and we were doing things right, and then we make like one small mistake, or we just like stop the pressure for a moment, and Secret just break the map again on you. Look at this. They're just gonna smoke past that illusion. They're so hoping someone's gonna be down here, but
And they're not finding anyone.
no.
Like every single move that they do, it looks like Secret is one step ahead when it comes to these split pushes, at least. And it's not like Secret have any great way of knowing where Nigma is or where they smoke. They don't have big wards. They have that one single ward on the cliff. But they'll probably be forced back, right? There's the Dead Prophet pushing in. Let's see.
Yeah. And back we go.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Mind
attack.
control.
Oh, he's popping the ulti. Wow, that's pretty confident.
Yeah, Puppy just zooming around on the mid lane. I guess he's the biggest one, right? He's the one that gives most info to his team. Another good thing about this Weaver, he hit level 25, he has the movement speed talent. He's just zooming around, giving info, scouting these heroes of Nigma.
Why do you think MC popped his ulti like that? Did they think there was someone mid or something?
No, he
Or
was
is that
trying to
just-
go in his own jungle, I think, to try and catch, right?
Yeah,
they
like
saw
really
them.
hoping.
Yeah, they saw them pushing top lane, and he thought that he might get the pick off.
I guess it's not that risky, right? Because he's got the 15% CDR now, so the window's only like 30-some seconds that he doesn't have it.
Yeah, it's not that bad. He has a gem as well, so if he manages to see Puppy, he can catch him as well.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, it's going to end for now, so he will have to wait those 37 seconds. And we're going to find out about Roche after that, too. As both teams just continuing to evade one another. The net worth is staying relatively the same. Both teams kind of keeping the same pace in terms of farming. Neither really committing to like fully spreading out or anything. Although at this point, Nigma is fairly spread out, all in a pretty aggressive posture. So
I think Secret
some of that back.
The Secret definitely benefited from this delay a lot more. They were the ones initiating the delay in the first place, right? And now they smoked up. They have a butterfly on Nisha, so that's a small power spike.
There's no
Puppy.
buyback on Nisha, and that's it. There's like 37 gold missing on GH.
Miracle, they see him. He's used.
He's got his Abyssal and his BKB here. Got a lot of status resistance, so they're not going to pop the first egg. He does get ruptured, though, so now GH is in a little bit of a problem. But double silence there, too, putting some pressure onto Secret, not wanting to engage and pop their BKBs too early or anything, so they're going to back. And the Roche is up. Oh, she was a fast one.
Look at Puppy, though. Just going back, taking their outpost instead. This outpost is big. If they manage to catch him,
50
though...
minutes. But they should be able to get it back with no problem.
Will they smoke up again on Secret, though? That's the question, because you can't really give away another Aegis, can you?
No,
Aegis,
I don't
Aghanim, and Refresher? That's gonna be too hard to fight in.
Can they fight them there, though? I don't think they can. Like,
It's
the
hard.
window's just way too small to actually get there in time for G or so. But yeah, that's a lot to give up. All right, who gets what here?
Okay, so the Aghanim is on the
Earth
Earth
is
side, yeah, that's pretty solid. Give the other Refresher to Dead Prophet, probably, right? Yeah, and the cheese, so... We's gonna have 2 ultis, 2 BKBs as well, it's pretty important.
Oh man, this fight seems so hard for Secret. Just from the refreshers alone, let alone the cheese and the Aegis.
Yeah, and also if you look at Matu, he got his level 25, but his item progression isn't really there. He can't. He can only be farming the jungle. Nisha is out pushing, Puppy is doing the same, so can't really get a lot of farm here.
Sweetheart's gonna hit the button syndrome pretty soon. He's got the sight, the Yules, the BKB. He's gonna pop a cheese and a refresher. I guess he's a pro player. He's probably pretty good at hitting all those buttons.
Should be
the split
fine.
push continues, though. And we got 3 illusions on the high ground down bottom. And the power shot does absolutely nothing to them.
And he's actually just... He's not trying to even hit the tower. He's just tanking the creeps and farming them instead. And every time you do this, like GH and Kuro are showing, you're in danger, yeah. You're in danger on the other side.
I just thinks all that double silence, though. That's going to help him out there. Now an additional silence to help the Yapsor, but he gets instantly abyssal and blown down. Mind control, low, but he's going to back away with his BKB, and they've also popped the BKB and the Exorcism, so could potentially lead to a smoke out here from Secret if they want to buy back on Yapsor, but then there's also these refreshers that Nigma are free to use.
they have so many refreshers. Phoenix can give his one as well to V again if he wants to. So they didn't really get too much there.
If I'm Secret, I'm holding out for the tier 5s, I think.
Yeah, that's a pretty good call. Zai.
There's that Scythe and Abyssal. So something's going to pop that Linken's, and down he goes. Silence just in case.
Yeah, they were just waiting for one of these moves. That's it. I think it's so easy for Nigma to play out with the items that they've got now. You have the Hex, the Abyssal. If you're split pushing and if you're not Weaver, you can be caught.
I mean, it's when someone gets picked off like this that it just shows how fragile this strategy is from Secret and how it's so impressive how they're able to do it so well, right? Because, like, you know, you lose the Void Spirit, now suddenly the Queen of Pain's in a spot where she doesn't want to be. And now Puppy's also being run down because they're not under as much pressure from the side lanes with 2 heroes missing from the push. And he's just going to stun himself. But the Scythe, oh, is that actually going to work? No. Oh, no.
Yo,
all right.
Now the Shackle. Let's see.
The flicker. Wait, what?
He's gonna have Lotus again
He's
now.
gonna flicker again.
Yeah. So cool. So usually when he's doing this, it actually allows Secret to go out of their base and farm a little bit. But because of Miracle and his Abyssal, he's just lurking around waiting for someone to get out. Like
Oh, there's
Nisha.
Nisha. He does an Abyssal right away.
He's alone.
Still holding it.
He's alone. They're just afraid. They know that he has that Aegis. You can't really kill him that fast. He has the Aghanim's as well. And this is the last time Secret came back into the game. It was off of this, right? Miracle stays alone and they pick him off.
That's my, you know, good compadre, Excalibur says, who I've never met, but I'm still gonna call my good compadre. You can't lose if you don't go high ground. So, Nigma, they're gonna go high ground now. This is your chance, Secret.
They had the fortification, right? Do they? Yeah. They do. They don't use it.
Middle tower has fallen.
Oh man, those hurt. And the Miracle there. He's gonna symbol dance his way away. Best taunt, by the way. Thing kills me.
It's so hard to push in. Like your egg, it needs to go deep here, but versus the Weaver and the Drow, you don't really want to use it that way. So they're just chilling. They took the tier 3, they wasted a couple of ultis, they can wait it out. The problem is, waiting for the cooldowns also will make the Aegis go away. In 30 seconds, that is. So, look at the gold of this Ursa, though. Look at Miracle's gold. Look at this farm.
Just chilling.
Just a casual 12,000.
He only has 7,400 surplus. Clearly, the Battle Fury build is just too good. He gets too much gold.
Dire are scanning.
Could, yeah, I guess maybe he should have given the blessing to someone else, eh?
Yeah,
He could afford his own at this point.
definitely. Something to, like, an Aghanim's to the Phoenix would be pretty good.
He just bought a Moon Shard. That works.
Yeah. Aghanim's to Dragonite as well. Not that it's really not a good Aghanim's here for the DK, but flying over the trees at least.
Come on, it's always good.
Yeah, okay. It's a
Who
big.
doesn't want that big black dragon?
It's fun.
I can't believe Secret have done it again. Like, they've now delayed another full Aegis, despite, like, heroes dying and everything. Like, it's partially Secret, and it's also just Nigma know that that's the only way they lose, right? Is it a bad high ground fight? They are better off just continuing this trend of taking the Aegis, getting refreshers and Aegises and Aghanims, and just waiting.
Waiting forever. But there is a point in which Nisha becomes such a big problem on the high ground that he'll be basically impossible to deal with.
The Medusa syndrome, you know?
Yeah. One difference with the Drow Ranger is if you do get on top of her with that Abyssal, you can take her down. But that's where Puppy comes into play. The whole reason why they're unable to push high ground is because they can't blow a target up with Puppy being nearby. That's what this Weaver does to you. It's...
Alright, but what if he just eggs 3 times in the fountain? And then they just take the buildings. Alright, Puppy moves in. BKB forced it on the Weehawk. Gonna pop the ulti too as well. Lincoln's popped there onto Zai. It's just trading with Weehawk. None of them are dying. Back on the western part of the fight here. Make that the eastern western part. We have a Sunray. We have it going through the egg. It's happening right now. The heals. They focus on the Matu. Stun up there as well. Miracle looking to finally get the blows. The stun. and they've got him.
No buyback.
Brought down.
No
Everyone else
buyback.
is on the run.
He just bought that satanic. He is 300 gold
Ooh.
short. No bounties to take.
No bounties, yeah. Delay, delay, delay. Puppy's already got the wave down bottom.
Yeah, that's really rough. They're going straight mid. They have a full creep wave. You have the refresher shard as well for exorcism. You can take another set of Raxes. Or the first set of Raxes, I should say.
Oh, Miracle hops on in, onto the buildings. Close up there. There's a breakdown. A lot of damage coming up from that Silver Edge, too.
Hexed.
On the Crow, too.
I love how Miracle is keeping the spider legs this whole time. Oh.
Need it pop ages, remember. Getting pretty low here. Let's pop the ulti, pop the Satanic, and hit the creep wave. Back to full HP. Not even concerned.
Dire's bottom tower is
They're
under
still
attack.
unable to jump anyone with Puppy being nearby. It's so difficult. Maybe if they manage to get some vision on him to pick him up, but
Dire's bottom
he also
tower
might have
is
a
under
buyback.
attack.
You don't know there. But
And
he
he's going to
does.
make sure by getting the gem as well. So trying to guarantee there's no high ground wards here.
Mhm.
Puppy does the full rotation around. Very good. Doing
So-
his due diligence.
It's so good as well when you see a position 5 captain getting a gem. You instantly just scouts everything around the
Yeah,
base.
because you know all those ward spots, right? Like, boost of
Right.
travel now, so they're thinking about the eventual win condition here. I think is Sai will get popped and stunned up. Now the boost of travel 2 coming in. They're gonna jump right on top of him, trying to get the final damage on the side, but the BKB as well as the blink. He's out now. The return damage on the Kuro. He's gonna retreat though. The Hurricane back and a lot of attacks on the Miracle. Not that much damage to the Sonic Wave from the low ground from Zai will finish off Kuro. There's no buyback there. And the rest of Nigma starting to retreat. GH still out front. He has the egg. He wants to use it. Zai goes in again. Silenced up. Looking for the save. There it is from Puppy. That means Nisha might be vulnerable though. Miracle trying to get the rundown. That's the hero that matters the most. Matu's there with the Lotus mind control. Still trying to control up, but he's BKB, but so is Nisha. And he's gone way too deep without his friends.
They're
They're
doing
gonna
it!
lose MC. They're jumping forward. They're gonna catch GH as well. Weehaw trying to find the damage to help of Miracle. The egg pops out. Miracle stunned up, but Lotus and saving up with the Satanic too. They're gonna lose with Tumble Man. That's 100 seconds without him. He still doesn't have the buyback. Not able to find an Aether catches Miracles. He chases after Yapsor, so he's back to the high ground.
Okay, so the buyback from Zai, buyback from Dragonite as well. Rosh
Oh my
will
God, he's
respawn
90
in
gold
15
short on
seconds.
Matu.
Rosh will respawn in 19 seconds. So that's another one. That's another one for Nigma. Unless Secret just goes crazy and fights them at the pit. That whole fight, by the way, did you see how Puppy is positioning himself? He knows they'll try to control him. He goes all
yeah.
the way on the other side. And
He's
the only
so
one
far away
yeah.
with this blink. Like,
Oh,
blink
oh,
it. Whoa.
GH?
man, they're so close to him. But I guess he's got the lamp, right? He's basically baiting them. So
He has
better
refresher
than
as
watch out.
well, right?
Oh,
And
speaking of baiting, mind control. He's on the hunt for Nisha here. Nisha's doing the dance. He can sense it. The Spidey senses are tingling. The TP through the dust as well. They can't find him. The spider legs, they're chasing with the BKB. You're
Manta
completely
Pike?
alone, Nisha. Oh, wait. The Hurricane Pike over the high ground. You've got to be kidding me.
He
No,
gets
the Abyssal in time. Oh, the angles. They're there, and they will drop him. I seriously thought he got out of there for a second.
Yeah. But he could have. Wait, there was only the dust, right? There's no gem, and he had the manta, so he could have manted into.
Yeah, I don't know what the order everything went through.
Yeah, I guess he already used the Shadow Blade, so he couldn't because of that. But yeah, unfortunate for him, he falls first
here
tier 5
we
item.
go.
Yeah, there we go.
Ahoy, matey! The pirate hat to be found. Yar. Getting a full wardrobe here with some booties too. So, pirate hat. Barely get to see this one, I feel. 150 attack speed on an Ursa.
So would you rather have this? I mean, 150 attack speed is pretty sick.
I mean, you already get 400 overpowers. He's a little redundant at this point, but look at him go. He's swinging on your buildings.
You don't even have to use the overpower at this point, right? You're just hitting the same.
They're going to start chipping away. They really want to save this buyback unless they commit some sort of a terrible fight here
Radiant's middle
from
barracks
Nigma. Zai is just gone. He's just farming the top lane right now, so no real commitment from them. The Extras are going to be popped here as well. They want a second lane.
He's firing the items, right? He got the force boots. That's something. That
Oh,
he
yeah,
got.
you're right. That's exactly what he's doing.
Did
Very
they
good point.
get anything else? Miracle.
Pretty safe here. They got Poppy. That's a really long stun, but they can't actually convert off it now. Taunted again onto Miracle. The fear screams them away, but instantly Miracle with the stats resistance. He's back up. He hops on top of Matsu. They're
he was silenced.
Still, no buyback. He can't get it. Now they're on the Yap Sword. Double Jules up into the air as they try and tangle with Puppy. And now they force the buyback onto Yap Sword. Kuro, the only one objectively based, hitting the structures. Now Miracle's going to help him out. And they now have the refresher there from Weehaw. So additional sights, X's and BKB is back up and available. Zai pops in looking for the Sonic Wave, but he gets stunned up. Miracle still trying to convert onto him. Sonic Wave comes through, but Miracle is still fine. He backs away. Weehaw in very deep right now. So his abilities back up thanks to the refresher. Miracle in the back line taking a lot of damage, but he's also going to retreat back with the ulti. Now they're on the run, dropping a little bit low here. Zai trying to find the catch. Doesn't have the Yules. Trying to throw out some Spirit Vessels. He's going to get Yules up in the air by Weehaw. And Crow just chucks the power shot, and everyone's just looking to put the old standoff here as they head back towards the river with just Matu dropping. Can someone get this man a buyback? He has been so close over and over, and he just can't farm.
That's another Roche, by the way. Another Aghanims. Everyone gets an Aghanims this game on the side of Nigma. Who do you give it to next, though? Who doesn't have it? There's that Prophet, Phoenix.
I think the Phoenix, right?
Yeah. Probably. It should be the Phoenix. Interesting how we moved away from the Aghanims build altogether.
I think that's best.
So what really happened in that last fight is Matsu is trying to fight them, and he knows that there is a Weaver that's going to help him. It's not a problem. However, the Weaver gets hexed first, stunned, then silenced afterwards. And the worst part of all of that is his silence wore off just as Matsu was dying. So he still tries to use that ulti. He probably double taps it. He uses it on himself, even though he's full HP. And then he doesn't have the ulti to save anyone else in the team fight. That was that's so unfortunate when you're having such a perfect game so far on this Weaver, which he really is. He's doing so well across these 60 minutes, but this last team fight really wasn't his.
Yeah, and considering he has Lotus and Flicker and Aeon Disc, it's such a hard task to try and get him. I like the way Weehaw sometimes has just been like popping ulti and then just using the Lotus. Because he's like, at least I can control the Weaver. Like, my ulti's still going to do stuff, and I can stop him from saving the target my allies are going on right now.
What big tier 5 items are out? So Pirate Hat as well on the Bloodseeker, Force Boots on the Quap. They have the Trident.
Trident.
Yeah.
I guess Miracle can afford it, right? Is that even worth?
Trident is... No, I don't know. He's actually queuing up a Rapier instead. Oh, no. Wait, Trident is whose? Is it on...
Okay, I think it's on Nigma, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on Secret for me. I can see
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's because it doesn't shift unless you click. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, so I guess you could buy it on Drow, right? But the problem is what do you replace? Every single item that you've got is pretty good. Maybe Boots, but you can't really play Drow without Boots. Wait,
I mean, if you had an SNY hero or whatever here, like, you know, maybe you get it, but... They don't have anyone.
Yeah.
So what are they? So they still have one. And Dire still have 2 left. Surprisingly enough. Someone needs the Mirror Shield. That's. I mean, Mirror Shield would be pretty nice versus like the Abyssals and everything on the side of Nigma. That would actually be crazy for Secret.
Wait, I'm feeling a bit stupid. My brain is in a fog. Does the Trident go, when you combine it, does it go back into the neutral item or the real slot? I should probably know this. I had Trident in my inventory 3 times.
It goes in the neutral item, I'm pretty sure, but you're right.
Yeah.
But then that's the big problem with it, I guess, right?
Yeah. He has the cape, which is also pretty solid for him. Wouldn't you rather have the Trident instead of the cape?
I get it's just a lot of gold though. Like when you still have buybacks and stuff. And
so Trident used to be trash when it just came out. No one was buying it, but they made it a little bit stronger. It is quite a good tier 5 item, I would say.
I just find it so hard when you don't have anything. Like, I mean, unless you're gonna ditch your Manta or something, right? You know what I mean? Like, you can't help it.
Yeah.
Another pause at the leg, though. Nigma having some network issues, unfortunately, over the past few weeks with all their online games. For the most part, it's gotten a lot better. They were having more problems and a lot of DCs, especially for like GH and Kuro, but seems to be good now. And we're back at the Roche Pit, and we get to play the fun old game of Who Wants an Aghanims. I see that Mind Control's got a slot open. He's eyeing that thing up.
Yeah, it's the Phoenix. It is the Phoenix that gets the shard again. GH really wants to have a lot of these X.
Yeah,
it's pretty
get
solid.
themselves the Black Dragon. Ooh, the seer. Oh, there it is. The mirror shield. They actually got it on secret. That seems really strong. I feel like I'd want that on like the Bloodseeker or something. Although he kind of wants that pirate hat, I guess.
On the other side, we did get the Seer Stone.
Ooh. Who's that even good
What?
on?
I guess Dragonite takes. Yeah, he took it.
He literally just wants it for the stun.
Yeah. So that's a pretty good range on the stun, right? That's something. Who else could take it really? On the side of Nigma, no one really can use it, I suppose.
Ooh, the Fallen Sky too. Speaking of items that were pretty bad when they dropped, you had to have a Meteor Hammer and a Blink. You just got the recipe.
He actually took it, so he's gonna be carrying it on Ursa, and it's so good, right? You don't need. You have another way of initiating with it. The pirate hat probably to the dragon. Yeah, the dragon gets the hat.
All right, Secret. Can the magic keep you alive once again? Puppy's in the mid. Zai's at the bottom. They're complete nuisances. And Puppy just has to risk it. Has no idea if they're currently hunting him. I'm sure he's a little bit terrified right now.
Yeah, mind
And that
control
cast
is on the
range is
hunt.
on the way. Yeah, it's not just the stun, it's the blink too. Oh, he's baiting with the courier. He's running alongside it.
There's a gem.
ain't
There's
no
a gem.
Puppy.
Yeah, there's a gem on Puppy, so because of that he's fine. But Miracle almost gets him. This kind of a situation is always a little bit scary for Nigma because of the opportunity of a comeback from Secret, right? They can strike on another side.
Yeah.
Probably right now they're a bit too afraid as well. Actually, the Absorb.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
good.
Puppy.
What the?
Damn, that
All right,
was
that is
ballsy.
insane.
That was so ballsy.
What?
That was.
I
that
can't
was
believe
insane,
he just got away with doing that. All right, Puppy, you're an animal. He was
That's
basically
so
just
good.
willing to risk the game. I guess he had buyback, but still. Well, the rapier's there now for Nisha, and he has the pirate hat in his inventory. He's like, oh yeah, I got a rapier. I got to bring out the hat, guys. Ahoy! I'm the captain now.
Yeah, sadly you can't use the cape and then switch it, and still keep the
No,
illusion.
that
But
was ruined by the 4 zoomers.
that was a bit
They
too
take the
strong.
blame for
Oh,
that one.
good damage.
Miracle. Drop him low there after using the Fallen Sky. But he put the hammer on
Wait,
the building.
actually Zai has a rapier as well.
Oh yeah, he was queuing that up for a while too. So we got double rapiers going here. Zai looks for the right click damage. Taunt there on the mind control. He's dropping low, less than half HP. He's ruptured up. He can't move. They need additional damage on the Miracle too. They can't clip off the Aegis in time. Now they actually do get it. And mind control stuck. He's dead. Just 2 minutes. He's got no buyback. Not even close. Now Zai up on the high ground, giving some vision. Will the teammates come and help him though? Here's the Yules up. The Fallen Sky misses. Now Yapsor trying to control up GH. Remember, he's got lots of
That
eggs in
damage.
the basket. Yeah, they got Kuro. They're chunking right through them. Matu also trying to get the kill there. And the Sunray as well. There's not going to be enough right clicks to take him. We'll go back to the northern part of the fight as Miracle trying to focus down onto Nisha. Nisha, though, doing the same thing in return. There's just way too many heroes around. Another egg. Silences. Trying to help Nisha with the Manta now, too. Matu trying to pick up the egg, but it's not going to be time to get the... way too many hits
Another egg.
required, and there we go. They're going to try with another egg. They're all dropping low, but it's still not going to be enough. Looks like we actually lost one of the rapiers as Nisha died, but 5 heroes dead. 3 eggs, not enough apparently when a team fight. 11,000.
Wait.
622 damage.
Trent, what did Excalibur tell you exactly? You can't lose the game if you don't go high ground, right? I think that's exactly what happened to Nigma here. They try to go for that high ground, the bear just disappears, the Dragonite as well. They just don't... They have some sick items, yeah, but they don't have the armor to or the HP to deal with all the rapiers.
I mean, wasn't it Kuro's famous words of your lead is false if you can't go high ground?
If you're playing versus 2 rapiers, yeah, it seems to be that way. GH though, those eggs, like they literally can't kill them. It's just so strong. Every time
It looks like he has the eggs, but it's just because he has the talent at the end. Every time I keep seeing it, I keep thinking he has the additional eggs hits, but I mean, they were right to not give him the Aghanims because they're still getting the full value out of it.
And every time he uses the egg, Matu and another hero, they try to go for it. They try to take it out, and then they realize just how many hits they need. They back out, and even that is.
He's gonna be careful there. Messing around with that silent, or the fear rather, from Zai can be very dangerous. He just hops in, speaking of which, onto GH. He knows he's low, but the Sonic Wave actually misses. Not sure if it would have been enough damage anyway. And
Can they
Risky
get out?
biscuit from Zai, though, when you have that rapier. Kuro, he's trying to get the chase down. He knows they need a big catch here to get back into this one. So they wind up losing the top set of racks. So we got even Stevens, right? Both teams 1 lane remaining. And
yeah.
no buybacks forced, right?
There's I think GH did buyback.
Oh,
right?
GH buyback. Yeah, that's right.
Phoenix did. You had to waste 1 buyback because if you don't, they can just throw you. That's with 2 rapiers, it would be so easy for them to do that. There is a double damage rune on the bottom lane, so maybe if they find that, Miracle is level 30. And with that,
okay. So what has changed now?
Not a lot, really.
His talents aren't. You don't have to miss that many really good ones, I guess.
Yeah, he gets that AOE Earth Shock. I guess that's pretty solid. But yeah, nothing really that great. Nothing really that big.
Well, Nisha's gonna bring out the pirate hat once again. He's looking for the fight. You saw the damage coming out last time.
Okay, so one thing though, it's very easy for Secret to fight around their high ground.
Yes.
I don't know how easy it is for them to smoke out of the base and try to get the fight somewhere else, like
Especially
around
with
the pit.
egg. Like
Yeah,
egg
exactly.
is bad going high ground, right?
Mhm.
It is much better in these like chaotic fights with high grounds and low grounds kind of spread about.
Just the fight of Nigma is much easier if they don't have to funnel all their strength through the stairs, right, uphill. So it should be much easier for them to fight in an open area.
Well, what a game. All right,
Dragon
what do
Edge
we
with the
need to buy?
butterfly.
How much gold are we sitting on here? We got like 9K on the Ursa. I think he's probably already bought that moon shard for mind control, I'm guessing. Oh, Puppy.
Yeah, he
Careful
did.
now.
Puppy is sitting on 8K as well. He can buy that Hex, and yeah, he almost has for Hex and buyback, so he should buy it very soon. But look at Zai, he's going to pressure them down bottom. Look at this.
And he's not alone either. Like, he's been doing this play a lot by himself. They might not necessarily suspect he's there. They actually just use the time lapse. That is pretty cool.
They also pinged out mind control, so they know he's on the top lane, and if they do start the fight, it will be without him.
That was like MLG Columbus, like Chen clicks shenanigans, right? Like the blinking high ground, instant recall stuff.
Oh, that was...
We're
remember
into the
the
next level
storm?
plays here, guys. Oh, they actually get the stun on the Puppy, but to chain it, of course, versus the Aeon is very difficult. Both teams converging here. Another stun. Can Puppy actually die? He does have the buyback, but he drops the gem. Of course, they have left it on the ground here. Send the courier.
So one big thing for Secret here is to try and still keep these high ground positions, right? The triangle, you can see where Nigma is going right now. They're trying to figure out if anyone is here, because this triangle should be the most important one for Secret. It isn't even about rush, it's about staying as close as possible to the last remaining set of Raxes while you're still on the high ground. So
yeah, trying to force a fight in your favor.
It looks like
71 minutes. She's a long burn, folks. Haven't had one of these ones in a while. Of course, this patch tends to be a little bit fast.
And with what teams we got it as well. Nigma versus Secret. So crazy game.
Mind control again on the hunt here. Zai into the tree line. Looks like he should be fine. And even bring the boots of travel. They are looking in that tree line, checking with the meteor hammer and everything. Or sorry, the fallen sky. Sounds like a new Bond movie. And like you mentioned before, though, the triangle, the high ground, they're doing the exact same thing on this side of the map. This is where Nigma wants to play. And guys, would you believe it? The Roche is back. Can I get
and the double damage.
Let's go.
And Miracle is next to it. He doesn't even care. Okay, you know what? Actually, they tried multiple times with Aegis. Maybe it's the time to try without it, right? So let's go.
I mean, Crow just went ahead and bought his own. He was so tired of it, so... They don't need magnums or anything from there. And here we go. Put everything on top of the bear. Send him to the high ground and get the right clicks going. He's looking for that false guy. Sonic Wave just right from the start, as well as a Rupture there. They lost MC way too early in the previous fight. There's the buyback from Puppy.
Damn, Rupture.
Sends them back. Yeah, weehaw. Oh, feared. Oh, but the X-Save. He's locked inside. Nicely done there from GH. And that's going to keep Weehaw up. The Abyssal Fort. They got to get themselves that Weaver. Miracle going to jump on back. No commitment here. Don't force anything. Oh my god, GH. What a time to get the Aghanim's Blessing.
And you can't really kill it. There's no way. If he's
No.
alone, okay, if he's alone, then perhaps you can think about going on that tag. But if he has
We
teammates
talk a lot
around,
about how like the save is not even that useful really on the egg, right? Like it never feel it doesn't really have a big impact in a lot of team fights. It feels because like you don't necessarily want to burn it at those moments a lot of
unless you're
time.
playing versus something like a Void, you know, and he uses that Chrono or a Legion Commander and you're really saving, then it can work. But in this game, definitely not.
Into the dive.
That was sick.
Aghanims? Does
I
anyone
don't
need
even
it?
want the cheese. You take the cheese.
Yeah. Okay, so that Prophet has Ags, Phoenix has Ags, Dragonite has it, everyone has it on the side of Nigma.
Really? Just fully eggsed up, are we? Wow. That's pretty incredible.
We?
Man, they jump over, they get a fear, and that pushes them the wrong way. We all walks
Damn.
right into him, and he's gone.
Dragonite
He's gonna
TPing in.
glitch the wave so he can TP in.
Wait,
But
what?
he's what are you doing? There goes the Aegis. He's trying to force this fight into buyback from Weehaw. A silence instantly onto Miracle. He heads to BKB. He's going to pistol forward. I think he's just tired of this. He goes on to Nisha, but he's getting space. He's trying to get away. They can't get the bash. He's saved up there from the invis. Now trying to turn with the damage, but it's mind control again onto Nisha, trying to get the stun so he can stop opening this damage to the BKB as well from Nisha.
Egg
The
is
egg is
dead.
there. They're actually getting the damage. They got it in time. But Nisha stunned up Miracle onto Puppy, the big saving hero. He's going to get back. He's going to haste through. He's sneaky. He wants to get around the back line. Doesn't have to save right now. Available for Nisha as he's dropping low, and he's going to survive in time again. The invis once more. The damage on the Crow. They got the kill. And
Puppy
now
saves
the
him.
time left there. Miracle's gone. Triple
It's a
kill for
wipe.
Sai. They're going to get mind control. Oh my god. Why did you fight them here? An
What?
ultra kill for Zai.
I think they were just tired. Mind control, man. He just
I
jumps
think they
in.
were. I think they were.
They're
mentally
just
done.
they're just done with this game. 75 minutes in, we get Scott, he dies, but mind control. He didn't have to, but he still does it. He pops the dragon form, jumps into 5 of them, and dies just the same. He bought
Is
back,
it
but
finally over? Is it done? A buyback from Miracle. He's got big damage. Maybe there's a saving grace here. MC trying to find the backline, but again, it's the fear, and now it's the Abyssal as well. Onto Miracle, but he's going to pop out. He's got a Lotus on the wall, but Michael just drops so fast with Sonic Wave combined in time. Now Zai moving forward. They have the Rupture too onto Miracle. He's forced back to the fountain. He jumps back in. He's trying to get Nisha, but again, it's Puppy, the captain, with the big
That's
saves.
legit.
Holy moly!
what the?
They legit just got tired. They were just done. I feel like they just wanted that game to be over one way or the other.
It just looks like you can't win versus Secret.
They look so
Holy
mentally
moly.
broken to make that move.
Remember when you said they would be so mentally broken if they lost this game right now, like 20 minutes ago? They still lose it only 40 minutes after.
Oh my god, the saves on Nisha. How did he keep living? It's just every time I click him, he's just invis, and they couldn't find him.
he did 100,000 raw damage, by the way, 100,000 right there on that
Oh,
Draw
that was an
Ranger.
incredible game, ladies and gentlemen. At Team Secret, they've broken the patch. Yeah, we got our zoo, but we've got the puppy strats. We've got the position 5, and it's not just him. It's everyone on the team playing these obnoxious side lane pushing heroes. They don't let you get an advantage or an edge. And every
Can't
time
do
you try and go
anything,
high
like,
ground,
like,
you lose.
Exactly. And every time you try to, okay, let's go back a little bit. Let's go
Yeah, let's
back
hunt
around
this
that.
guy.
Let's go back around the 30-minute mark when Miracle just walks into them with that Aegis and dies twice. He's gonna feel
Yeah.
so bad. That was literally the point in which the game was completely Enigma's favor. But
Yeah.
he dies. He doesn't have that item progression for the next 10 minutes. Then he gets the BKB. It doesn't really work out way too well. They still managed to take a couple of good fights. They still managed to take the game back. But high ground proved to be so difficult versus the Drow Ranger. It's the Medusa factor that you called earlier.
I'm so impressed with the mental fortitude of Team Secret to play that so tight throughout so much of that game and take the victory. I mean, there's a good reason they're winning all these tournaments, ladies and gentlemen, and they're going to try and do it again because they're now up 2-0 versus Nigma as we head into Game 3 of our best of 5. It might be the last one what they're playing right now. So we'll see you then.